Hi, I'm Ross Riley, editor of the Mississippi Business Journal, and this is the Top 50 Under 40 for 2020. Here are your finalists. Jason Agustinelli, Dale Partners Architects. Martha Allen, Extra Table. Dr. Constance Barnes Woods, University of Mississippi Medical Center. Benjamin Barnett, Ingalls. Brad Beatty, Mississippi Baptist Medical Center. Ryshonda Beecham, HBG and Associates. Stacy Moore Buchanan, Jones Walker. Janelle Carruthers, Hancock County Port and Harbor Commission. Corey Caraway, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Mavis Cree, R3SM. Terry Dale Cruz, Mississippi State University at Meridian. Candace Harper, Pearl River Community College. Delana Harris, Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Laura Howell, Bologna Performing Arts Center at Delta State University. Alicia Hudson, Enbridge. James Johnson, Money Power Advertising. Brett Killingsworth, Tri-State Chlorination. Rachel Potts, Gumtree Mortgage. Catherine McCoy, Bank of Anguilla. Atisia Bikini, Jackson Medical Mall Foundation. Matthew Murray, Ascension Medical Group. Hannah Nail, Curtis Optometry Group. John Northam, Citizens National Bank. Catherine Pannell, Right Track Medical. Letitia Pearson, Women Brunch Mississippi. Matt Perkins, Perkins Law Group. Emily Pote, Pote Management. Luke Sipple, Lake and Land Studio. Latoya J. Slay, Butler Snow. Casey Smith, Reunion Golf and Country Club. Deirdre Snell, Ridgewood Smiles Dentistry. Dewana Stanley, The Agency. Curtis Van Streek, Trustmark Financial Services. Slates Veazey, Bradley Arant Bolt. Jennifer Welsh, Bellhaven Residential. Ryan Whittington, University of Mississippi. Matt Wilson, Bancorp South. Julie Wise, Entergy.
And now for the Mississippi Business Journal's Top 50 Under 40 Top 10. Mary Clift Abdallah, Foreman Watkins and Cruz. Going straight into law school from undergrad, Mary Clift Abdallah was determined to immediately exercise her love for reading and writing, as well as her intense work ethic. Now, as an attorney and a mother, each day is an opportunity for her to do both. Creative and hardworking, Abdallah is driven by the daily challenges that come with practicing law. To her, work is an opportunity to learn, each day offering her a chance to work harder and be better. As an avid football fan, Abdallah understands the importance of strategy and approaches her cases with innovative concepts and solutions. When working with Abdallah, a client can expect to receive exceptional effort from a lawyer who counts every day as a blessing and takes great delight in working hard for her family and her clients. Mary Clift Abdallah. John Mark Kane, the Lauderdale County School District. John Mark Kane is the superintendent of the Lauderdale County School District. A native of Natchez who grew up in Holmes County, Dr. Kane is married to his wife, Danae Roan Kane of Kosciuszko, and they have 2 daughters. Kane earned his PhD in educational leadership from the University of Mississippi in 2017, while his other earned degrees were from Mississippi State. He served as a teacher, a coach, assistant principal, and assistant superintendent prior to being selected as Lauderdale County's first appointed superintendent of education. He is currently reading Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss and other books, periodicals, and journals related to leadership. Kane enjoys relaxing, watching televised college athletics, and coaching fast-pitch travel softball. John Mark Kane. Nakamuli Davis Primer, Baker Donaldson. Nakamuli Davis Primer is a shareholder at Baker Donaldson Behrman Caldwell Berkowitz. She's a member of the firm's labor and employment and commercial litigation practice. At Baker Donaldson, she also serves as editor of the Diversity Newsletter, on the firm's nominating committee, which selects board members, and on various other initiatives. Prior to joining Baker Donaldson, she was a law clerk to the Honorable Leslie H. Southwick of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit. Nakamuli is a graduate of Mississippi State University, where she received her degree in computer science and engineering. She's also a graduate of the University of Mississippi School of Law, where she earned her Juris Doctorate degree magna cum laude in May 2009. Nakamuli is a native of Canton and is the 9th of 10 children. She's the first in her immediate family to receive an undergraduate degree. Nakamuli is married to Eureka Primer, and they have one daughter, Zari, who is 17 months old. Nakamuli Davis Primer. Diana Genton, Ingalls. Diana Genton is a hull superintendent who works with engineers, managers, and skilled mechanics to safely and efficiently implement technological innovations into shipbuilding processes. She channels her passion for design and building into not only delivering amazing warships that protect our country, but also into being part of a company that is a vital partner in the community and state. Genton has managed more than $1 million in research and development projects. Working with NASA, she served as the manufacturing lead for the MAX Launch Abort System program. In 2015, Genton was selected as the lead integrator for a $65 million panel line improvement project. Genton is active in the United Way, the Ronald McDonald House, and many other groups. She's also served as president of the Shipbuilding Women Engineers Organization from 2015 to 2017 and remains an active member. Genton has a bachelor's degree in ocean engineering from the Florida Institute of Technology and an MBA and a master's from the University of Southern Mississippi. Diana Genton. Gavin Hatcher, Holmack Corporation. Gavin Hatcher grew up in a small, rural Alabama town called Vernon, the youngest of 3 children, with his oldest sister being 13 years older. He had an active childhood, which consisted of playing pee-wee football, baseball, fishing, riding bikes, and attending church ministries programs. After graduating from Mississippi State University, his interests in machining and metal were still vivid. He accepted a job offer from Holmack Corporation in Bay Springs as a management trainee. During his 15-year tenure, he's progressed through the ranks to the current position of Vice President of Manufacturing. Since being at Holmack, Hatcher has gotten married, constructed a new home, and had 2 children. He and his wife Lydia have been married for 15 years. They're active members of Laurel's First United Methodist Church. Gavin Hatcher. Christy Holofield of Sanderson Farms. Christy Holofield is the Corporate Cash Management Manager of Sanderson Farms Incorporated in Laurel. She graduated from the University of Southern Mississippi with a Bachelor's of Science Business Administration degree and a major of accounting in 2002. Holofield began her career with Sanderson's after graduation, starting out in the management trainee program. During her 18-year career with Sanderson Farms, she's held the titles of Female Accountant, Internal Auditor, and Corporate Cash Management Accountant. Over the past 3 years, she's become a certified Treasury professional and has obtained a Juris Master degree with a concentration in financial regulation and business compliance from Florida State University College of Law. She's been married for nearly 20 years to Dusty Holofield, and they have 3 children, Evan, JC, and the late Malin Holofield. Christy Holofield. Roy Johns of Goodwill Industries of Mississippi. Roy Johns is the Vice President of Donated Goods Retail for Goodwill Industries of Mississippi and is a summa cum laude graduate of Texas Tech University. He oversees all retail store personnel and manages the expenses and revenue for this department. Before relocating back to his birthplace of Mississippi, Johns was the Director of Retail Sales of Goodwill Industries of Dallas. Additionally, he's been 13 years in the for-profit business sector as a district manager for Abercrombie & Fitch, managing markets in Chicago, Atlanta, and Dallas. Acting as the sole caretaker of his mother, Johns has a passion for the care and protection of our senior citizen population. Additionally, Johns finds joy in working with individuals who have disabilities or barriers to employment and have discovered that the greatest reward is seeing others flourish after being given the training and development needed to be successful. Roy Johns. Lori Hill Marshall of Premier Pain Care. Dr. Lori Marshall maintains a pain management practice with Jackson's Premier Healthcare. Her special areas of interest include cancer pain, oral and maxillofacial pain, and complex regional pain syndrome. Marshall is a member of the American Board of Anesthesiology and is board certified in both anesthesiology and pain medicine. Prior to joining Premier, Marshall served as assistant professor for the Department of Anesthesiology at the University of Mississippi Medical Center. She received her MD from the University of Mississippi School of Medicine after earning her undergraduate degree with honors from the University of Southern Mississippi. An active member of the Junior League of Jackson, Marshall also is a member of St. Richard Catholic Church and Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. In her spare time, she enjoys cooking, playing tennis, reading, and playing the harp. Dr. Lori Hill Marshall. Luke Yeatman of Bank First. A native of Columbus, Luke Yeatman is considered by his co-workers and industry associates alike a talent that far exceeds his age. After receiving a bachelor's degree in accounting from Mississippi State in 2006 and beginning a position at Shearer Taylor in 2007 where he served as a financial institution's auditor, and during that time marrying the love of his life, Laura, in 2008 Luke was handpicked by Bank First as an accounting and credit officer in 2012. Yeatman was promoted 3 more times before. In 2016, he and Laura Catherine, their daughter Julia, and their newborn son Hudson moved from their home in Madison, returning to Columbus after he was promoted to Senior Financial Officer, Senior Vice President of Bank First. In 2017, Luke was named CFO, Senior Vice President of Bank First, making him one of the youngest CFOs of any regional financial institution in Mississippi. Luke is a dedicated husband and father. He values character, hard work, honesty, and respect. Luke Yeatman. Ashley Casey of Smiles to Go. Smiles to Go was founded by Ashley Casey, a registered nurse with a heart for public health, and her husband, Dr. Lee Casey, a dentist serving Liberty, Mississippi. 2 different career paths with one common dream. Over the years in their dental practice, they discovered the lack of oral care in Mississippi. They engaged with underprivileged communities and realized the lack of insurance was a huge roadblock for children to be seen by a local dentist, as well as the lack of transportation to get to a local practice. Ashley has excelled in her academic pursuits, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing from University of Mississippi Medical Center. Their mission is to serve the underprivileged and underserved within the state by providing exceptional preventative dental care. Ashley Casey. And now for our Person of the Year, Brian Pugh of the Stennis Center for Public Service. Dr. Brian Pugh is the Executive Director of the Stennis Center for Public Service. Dr. Pugh previously served as Deputy Executive Director of the Mississippi Department of Finance and Administration, as Fiscal Policy Advisor and Director of Finance for the Office of the Governor, and as a Legislative Budget Analyst for the Legislative Budget Office. He worked for the Stennis Center as a student at Mississippi State, and briefly after graduation before beginning his career in state government. Pugh received an undergraduate degree in political science with a minor in philosophy and a master's in public policy and Public Policy Administration from MSU, and a PhD in Public Policy and Administration from Jackson State University, where he also taught as a public finance adjunct professor. Pugh is currently teaching a course on public service and civic engagement for the Shackles Honors College at MSU. Pugh's research interests include public budgeting and finance, public administration, and fiscal policy. He was nominated by Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant and confirmed by the Mississippi Senate to serve on the board of the Mississippi Home Corporation, which is a state-chartered authority established to help meet affordable housing needs. He also serves as a member of the Association for Budgeting and Financial Management and the American Society for Public Administration. Pugh is the author of the upcoming book, Chaos and Compromise: The Evolution of the Mississippi Budgeting Process, which will be published by the University Press of Mississippi. Pugh and his wife Dominique are parents of 2 daughters, Robin, age 8, and May, age 2. Brian Pugh.